Preparations are underway this morning for the funeral of actor Corey Haim, who rose to fame on screen during the 1980s. There will be a private service in Haim's hometown of Toronto. But new questions are now being asked this morning after Haim's name surfaced in connection with a massive prescription drug ring in California. Lisa Fletcher has more.
Investigators have connected more than 5,000 fake prescriptions to the illegal drug ring that may be involved in actor Corey Haim's death.
We know that Corey Haim used a lot of legal drugs, shopped to a lot of doctors, went to a lot of pharmacies, and at least in one instance, he got OxyContin using one of the drug pads from an illegal syndicate.
How do the syndicates get the drugs? It's simple. Criminals steal the doctor's identity, then use that personal information to order prescription pads from the doctor's supplier.
And they can go to one pharmacy after another and get thousands, tens of thousands of pills, and now you're talking a multi-million-dollar scam.
While it's unknown if other celebrities are getting drugs from the San Diego-based ring, prescription drugs are connected or suspected in a number of high-profile deaths, including Brittany Murphy, Michael Jackson, Heath Ledger, Anna Nicole Smith, and now Corey Haim.
Many celebrities feel entitled as a result of their celebrity to be able to obtain the medications that they want.
Dr. Joshua Prager is a pain management specialist who says he's been approached many times by celebrities wanting prescription narcotics.
We have an epidemic of prescription drug abuse, and celebrities, if nothing else, are merely a reflection of what may be happening in the rest of the society.
In fact, between 2001 and 2005, the number of prescription drug deaths in the U.S. doubled to 8,500.
Just because it's in a nice little package, it has a name on it and a date and a doctor's name under it, doesn't mean that it can't kill you.
Attorney General Brown says the prescription bottles in Corey Haim's name, found in his mother's apartment where he died, were serious drugs, and that Haim's name came up on multiple prescriptions in the state's database. Brown says the investigation is ongoing and they're not sure how many arrests they'll have by the time it's all said and done, but that one thing is clear. This is a massive problem, not just in California, but across the nation. We talked to Haim's agent, who told us for the last year Haim had been working to break free of his addiction and that in the last 2 weeks he didn't use any drugs at all. But here's what's interesting, Robin. Haim's agent told us that Haim's mother said that in the last 2 weeks her son had been working with an addiction specialist who prescribed 4 drugs to him. And she says she believes one of those drugs had some adverse effect and actually caused his death.
Hopefully that will be cleared up soon and get some answers. All right, Lisa, thank you so much. Joining us now live from Tucson, Arizona is Tiffany Shepis. She was one of Corey Haim's closest friends, but says she had to cut ties with him because of his drug addiction. I know you all were very close, Tiffany, so our condolences to you. I know it's a very difficult time for Corey, his family, and his friends. You were very close to him, and you said at one point, you're very welcome, you said at one point he was taking up to 36 pills a day. Do you know where he was getting these prescription drugs from?
From doctors, regular doctors, hospitals, urgent care places. I think it's fairly easy for anyone to get anything they want, especially being an actor and saying, you know, you could feign any illness when, you know, you have that type of talent.
But were they any of them false? You just heard Lisa Fletcher's report about this alleged prescription ring and that Corey's name could be attached to it. So do you know if some of these prescriptions were fake?
Not anything that I knew of, no. I never heard of him being involved in anything like that.
But the times that you were around him, there were prescription drugs that you saw him taking, prescription drugs, which as we also heard Lisa Fletcher's report, of course, just as deadly as any other type of drug.
Oh, absolutely. It was only prescription drugs, and I think that's kind of the problem that everybody has, is they think because a doctor prescribed it that it's safe. And I mean, I don't know about you, but if I had to take something, I read every precaution and every interaction. And you know, unfortunately, when you're an addict, I think are a bit more careless with it.
Yeah. And we know, Tiffany, that you reached out to Corey. And on more than one occasion, he also talked about wanting to get clean. And you suggested that he come to Arizona, which he did for a time?
He did. He came out to Arizona. I thought maybe if you get away from Hollywood, away from, you know, the people that are sometimes trying to sabotage what you're trying to do, which is get better, you know, that it could be helpful. But unfortunately, I think you have to really only want to do that for yourself. You know, nobody can take you by the hand and make you do anything. And he was just too far into it, I think. And that's why I think we really need to kind of catch it before that addiction gets too far.
It must have been very difficult for you to walk away from him.
Well, you know, you try what you can, and I think, you know, for me anyway, you know, you saw a friend that was in need of a help and, you know, needing a support system, but unfortunately for Core, I think he needed a bit more than that, maybe an actual rehabilitation center that, you know, you stay for a few months and then kind of get reintroduced to the world, because so many years of abuse to your body, I think you kind of need to relearn how to live sober.
When was the last time you had talked to him? What was the conversation about?
About 8 months ago, and he said he was doing better. And when I saw him, he actually looked better. He had gained weight. You know, Corey only ever hurt himself. There was nobody that he had ever hurt. He never lied about his addiction problem. And all he ever said was he wanted to get well. He wanted to, you know, make his fans proud, his family proud. And he looked good. So it was a shock to hear this news.
And finally, Tiffany, what can we learn from this? What should we learn from this?
Well, I mean, how many people do we really know that die of good health? You know, it's not many. So to put things in your body that really aren't supposed to be there, I mean, nobody's invincible. Nobody can be safe from this stuff. And just because a doctor prescribes it to you, you take things the way that they're supposed to be taken. And if you see that your child, your friend, your husband, wife looks like they're having a problem with some of these pills that they're getting, get them help.
Well said. Tiffany, thank you very much for being willing to talk to us today about Corey. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
You take care. Okay.
Thank you.